Welcome to this presentation on the Best of Queensland Experiences program. Over the next 20 minutes, I want to share with you information on the makeup of this exciting world-first approach to experience development and marketing. We firmly believe this program will make a significant contribution to putting Queensland at the forefront of consumer expectations, fostering trust in the Queensland brand and driving visitation to our state and to your businesses. The best of Queensland experiences are those tourism products, events and iconic locations that most effectively bring the Queensland story to life for consumers and consistently deliver a high-quality visitor experience. If we are going to be true to our vision of inspiring the world to experience the best address on earth, we will only achieve this by ensuring our hero experience promotional activities celebrate the best tourism products, the best events and the most iconic locations. The iconic locations identified as the best of Queensland experiences are those special places, the lookouts, the national parks and the non-commercial elements of a visitor's experience that makes Queensland unforgettable. Our most iconic locations will be identified by TEQ in partnership with regional tourism organisations and will be regularly updated. The events identified as the best of Queensland experiences are those events, be they small or large, local, community or blockbuster, that celebrate our hero experiences and express the quintessential Queensland story, whether it's our beaches, our natural landscapes or our food and beverage experiences. Our best events will be identified by TEQ in partnership with regional tourism organisations and will be regularly updated. The tourism products that are identified as the best of Queensland experiences are those commercial tourism accommodation, attractions and tours that consistently deliver a high-quality visitor experience. In the following slides, I will go into more detail on how these tourism products will be identified. We will grow tourism events in Queensland on the back of the quality experiences delivered by our best products, events and locations. So what criteria should we use to identify best of Queensland experiences tourism products? In order to be truly consumer-led, the criteria needed to respond to what is driving consumers' travel needs, patterns and behaviours. As a starter, we turn to the consumer's 5 stages of travel: dreaming, planning, booking, experiencing and sharing. If a tourism product wants to be in a strong position to influence consumers when they are dreaming and planning their next holiday experience, then an active and engaging social media presence will go a long way to ensuring that product is at the forefront of consumer consideration. If a tourism product wants to maximise their chances of a consumer moving from dreaming and planning their holiday to booking their holiday with them, then having a website with a secure online booking platform will make it that much easier for consumers to book that product with a minimum of fuss. For a product to truly stand out from its competitors, it needs to deliver experiences that are memorable and engaging, which will then be shared and recommended. Consistent delivery of an exceptional experience as determined by positive online guest reviews is the most powerful measure and endorsement of a product's ability to deliver an engaging, memorable and shareable visitor experiences. Therefore, we had very clear direction from the consumer on the criteria we would need to take into account in identifying the tourism products that would qualify as best of Queensland experiences. So these are the best of Queensland experience product assessment criteria. This set of independent and weighted criteria has been developed to reflect the growing significance of online customer reviews, contemporary consumer expectations and industry best practice as previously outlined. Before I explain these criteria in more detail, it is important to note that for a product to be assessed, it will need to have a live listing on the Australian Tourism Data Warehouse. This is because much of the information needed for the assessment is available and will be accessed through the Australian Tourism Data Warehouse listings. Consequently, if a product is not on the Australian Tourism Data Warehouse, then it needs to be listed before the 13th of November 2017. Even if a product is on Australian Tourism Data Warehouse, it is important to ensure that all the information on the existing listing is accurate and up to date, also by the 13th of November 2017. For new and existing listings, it is particularly important to ensure that online booking, Facebook and Instagram links are up to date and accurate. So, to be considered for assessment as a Best of Queensland experience, all that products have to do is have a live listing on the Australian Tourism Data Warehouse. There is no application process and there is no direct cost to product to be a Best of Queensland experience. So, to the first criteria, and the one most heavily weighted, is the consistent delivery of an exceptional experience. This criteria will be measured by a company called Review Pro, who collate information from 175 review platforms across the world, such as popular sites like TripAdvisor, Facebook, Google and Booking.com, and key foreign language review sites like Mafengwo in China and TUI in Europe. Review Pro will do this for each product and will provide a score out of 100, which reflects how positive the customer reviews are. The product needs to achieve a score of 80 or higher to receive the 60 points for this criteria. Importantly, products need 25 or more reviews over a 12-month period in order to be assessed by Review Pro. This criteria is the most important and allows us to be guided by what consumers are saying about their Queensland experiences. The next criteria is for products to have a secure online booking platform on their website. This criteria reflects the expectation of today's consumers to have a seamless, quick and easy booking process. In addition, online booking attracts more bookings for products and makes it easier for TEQ to better measure the success and conversion of our marketing activities. This criteria is worth 15 points. The third criteria is for products to have an active and engaging social media presence. Social media is an increasingly important way for a product to engage with their visitors, respond to their needs, enable them to share stories and photos, all of which builds trust and support for a product, driving positive word of mouth and additional visitation. This criteria is based on 3 key benchmarks: number of posts per week, consistency of posts, and the level of engagement on those posts on either Facebook and/or Instagram. Product will be required to meet 2 of these 3 benchmarks to receive the 15 points for this criteria. In the development of this criteria, TEQ has partnered with 2 companies, Meltwater, who provide the social media data, and Digital Coaching International, who develop the social media benchmarks. The fourth criteria is membership or partnership with a regional tourism organisation. This criteria recognises the important role that RTOs play across the state in destination marketing, as well as destination, product and industry development. This criteria is worth 5 points. The final criteria, accreditation, recognises products that are accredited with a program recognised by the Queensland Tourism Industry Council and which aligns with the requirements for operators to enter the Queensland Tourism Awards. Accreditation is a measure of a product's commitment to quality and that business practices are in place to provide reliable, consistent, predictable and sustainable experiences, which in turn fosters increased customer confidence. Accreditation is worth 5 points. Products will need to score 80 or more points to qualify as a Best of Queensland experience. Once a product has achieved the 60 points from Criteria 1, the remaining 20 points can come from any combination of the remaining 4 criteria. We believe that the Best of Queensland Experiences program will enable Queensland to deliver a world-first innovative approach to experience development and marketing that delivers on our mantra of being consumer-led, experience-focused and destination-delivered. Why? Because the program is responding to consumer expectations and providing the basis of an innovative marketing approach that will put Queensland ahead of its competitors and drive growth in visitation and expenditure. Because the program will foster trust in the Queensland brand by ensuring the best Queensland experiences are used to promote the Queensland Best Address on Earth promise. Because the program is based on a robust, transparent and defendable framework to identify the best Queensland experiences. Because the program will recognise those Queensland tourism products that consistently deliver high quality visitor experience and celebrate the Queensland brand story, and because the program has been developed by TEQ in partnership with the state's regional tourism organisations and the Queensland Tourism Industry Council to support Queensland tourism industry and community to develop and deliver quality and innovative visitor experiences. In the process, this will assist in positioning Queensland as a world-leading must-do travel destination as recommended by consumers. Best of Queensland Experiences is an inclusive program, not an exclusive one, where an artificial limit or quota has been placed on the number of products that can be involved. The more products in the program, the better, as this is a clear measure of how well the Queensland tourism industry is delivering quality visitor experiences, as judged by the visitors themselves. To test the validity, effectiveness and equity of the Best of Queensland Experiences criteria, TEQ tested them on an initial audit of 609 tourism accommodation, attraction and tour products across all Queensland destinations. The testing revealed that there were no obvious bias in the types or sizes of products that were able to satisfy the criteria, with a good representation across small, medium and large products and across all types of tourism accommodation, attractions and tours. As the pie chart reveals, of the 609 products assessed, 37% scored 80 or more points against the weighted criteria to qualify as a Best of Queensland Experience. Interestingly, while 73% of products achieved a ReviewPro Global Review Index score of 80 or above, this number was effectively halved when assessed against the online booking and social media criteria. What this tells us is that while a high proportion of the 609 products were rated by consumers as delivering a quality visitor experience, around half of those products are not meeting consumer expectations with respect to the use of social media and ease of booking online. In addition, the audit of those 609 products highlighted that a high proportion, 74%, are already members of a regional tourism organisation, whereas a much smaller proportion, 20%, were accredited under one of the QTIC accepted accreditation, certification and company programs for the Queensland Tourism Awards. What this tells us that RTOs are valued by a majority of the Queensland tourism industry and are an important part of the Queensland tourism system. On the other hand, accreditation at this stage does not appear to be widely accepted by the Queensland tourism product, so more work needs to be done to outline the benefits of accreditation and to increase the level of accreditation across the Queensland tourism industry. So, that's the Best of Queensland Experiences program, what it's about and how it works. So when will it be implemented? Looking at the timeline on this slide, after the launch in September 2017, we will distribute the details of the program through TEQ's, the RTO's and QTIC's extensive communication channels. To support this communication, we will also conduct forums from September to November 2017 in destinations all across Queensland, where the industry and anyone with an interest in tourism can attend to learn more about the program from TEQ and program content experts like ReviewPro, TripAdvisor, Meltwater and Digital Coaching International. Then in November and December 2017, all relevant products listed on the ATDW will be assessed against the program criteria, and in January 2018, the initial list of Best of Queensland Experiences will be identified and products will be advised on how they fared in the assessment. Between January and May 2018, TEQ, working in partnerships with RTOs, will direct those products that did not qualify as Best of Queensland Experiences to resources and programs that will assist them to improve their chances of meeting the program criteria. Then in May-June 2018, TEQ will conduct another assessment of all relevant ATDW products with a view to making a formal announcement of the Best of Queensland Experiences in July 2018. The Best of Queensland Experiences will be updated annually to ensure that existing participants continue to meet the criteria requirements and to allow the entry of new members. As outlined earlier, Best of Queensland Experiences is a best practice initiative, and as such the criteria will be reviewed annually and updated where necessary in response to changing consumer expectations and industry standards. In addition, as a new and innovative initiative, the Best of Queensland Experiences program will evolve in response to learnings from the practical application of the program and feedback from industry. For more information on Best of Queensland Experiences, go to teq.queensland.com/bestofqldexperiences, where you'll find your guide to the Best of Queensland Experiences program, which outlines the background to the program along with in-depth information on each of the criteria. The TEQ corporate website also houses further information, including operator case studies and testimonials and more experience development information for operators to assist them in improving their visitor experiences and increasing their chances of being a Best of Queensland experience. So that is the Best of Queensland Experiences initiative. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation, and we hope that it helped you to better understand the program.